Overcoming life's trials is like a kid and a video game. You keep playing till you win. Because when we all were kids, we all had that hard Street Fighter boss we all had to defeat. Just see that Street Fighter boss like a life trial. You keep playing, you keep pushing hardest, and you'll become a hardcore gamer in life. Bear that in mind.
Right. Early on this year, you might remember I caught a peep to Turay. He is the founder of Content 45, the social media marketing.
That's right.
Now, I caught up with him just today to really see what he's been up to in these past sort of.
Sure.
How long has it been? 9 months now?
Yeah, like nine months, like 9, almost 10 months since we were working in the big infamous city of Old Street. You can say.
Yeah, I think it was a bit longer now. I think it was like 12 months. Yeah, 12 months. It's like last year.
Yeah,
wasn't
pretty
it?
much a year.
And
Yeah, guys.
you wanna just you wanna tell everyone like how you've been doing since then? What you've been up to?
Yeah, well, ever since you could say my role at the market research company, I started to take on an entrepreneurial venture into Content 45. So, Content 45 is a startup digital marketing agency where I help out other startup brands, entrepreneurs, businesses, and public figures with their online marketing communications. Because I felt that, like I said in my interview, Yemi, that I've got the work ethic of 10,000 people. So as a result, I thought, why not pick up, you could say, my marketing degree and the kind of skills and experience that I was inundated with over the past 2 years since I finished my, you could say, in terms of, you could say, like my actual graduation, and also turn into an entrepreneurial venture. So that's how I started out my marketing agency.
Yeah. So you think in terms of you being an entrepreneur, was this something that you developed sort of right after uni, or is this something which has been on your mind since pretty much going through your earlier days and during school and all that?
Okay. Well, with me, ever since year 10, I've always had an entrepreneurial flair because in secondary school, I was the kind of person where I was your Kit Kat chunky, Coca-Cola, Snickers, Twix kind of guy. So I was the kind of guy where you would see me in the quad or in the playground selling out chocolate, so making around 20, 30 pounds a day. But when it came to when I was, you could say, in year 11, also sixth form, I always had a flair for business and media. So I thought that I could always see myself as an entrepreneur, but I just didn't know how to go about it. And then it wasn't until when I went to university, I studied advertising and marketing communications at the Malta University in Leicester. But I also wanted to know, how can I get myself up to a senior position in marketing? And I thought, I've got a strong work ethic and I love marketing in terms of being creative and managing to captivate people. So as a result, I thought, it's not until when I finished my university degree and then I had a failed business partnership with another startup brand where I was a social media marketing guy. I thought to myself, I'm learning marketing on my day job, but at the same time, I'm also learning social media. And many people who nowadays take social media to be so trivial. I mean, I said it recently in one of my videos that creating content and creating, you could say, campaigns is only 50% of the job of a business person. The other 50% is analyzing. So I know how to analyze, but I know how to create. And as a result, I said, I know all these skills. Why not take it to be an entrepreneur rather than serving out many different companies 30, 40 years of my life, then retiring to a very low pension? I thought, let me take out the opportunity to craft my own destiny, craft my own legacy. And that's how I said that it's great I should become an entrepreneur.
Alright, I hear that, man. So in terms of like creativity and everything, and, we all express ourselves in different ways when it comes to that.
Of course,
you want to tell people how you're creative in sort of the work you do, sort of daily with Content 45. What sort of material do you get out there?
I would say, so my startup marketing agency offers 6 services. So we offer social media marketing. So that's everything from content creation to actually scheduling and managing one's social accounts. Also doing things like analyzing the metrics, also analyzing the results, and then managing to get that over in a form of, you could say, a way to like report back to our clients or the people that were managing their social market. I'd say that
So like social marketing,
Yeah, exactly. So Apart from that, we also offer email
Bro, you got
marketing.
a fly on you. Sorry,
Yeah, I got a fly, you could say. But yeah, we also offer email marketing, as well as also things like blogging, photography and videography, as well as also branding. So logo design and website creation.
Nice. Yeah.
Maybe we should stop right now because this lady's coming.
Okay, so in terms of, bro, just keep rolling, innit?
Okay, cool, yeah.
It's life, man. You know, life, it goes by.
Yeah, no, life goes by, definitely, yeah. Say, life goes by.
Yeah. So, okay, so like, you say, oh, of course, like, you tend to be pretty creative. You seem to, what I would say is that many people, they go for the safe option, go get a 9 to 5. You decided to go into, you know, entrepreneurship, yeah. And for most people, I think at the back of their mind, even people who you may see in the office,
Yeah,
they know that they've got some sort of ideas,
of course,
but they're kind of got this hindrance which is telling them that they should just stick by the safe journey of picking up a paycheck each month.
Of course,
Why is it that you decide to say, scrap that, let me go out and go try and do what I can do to get my own?
I see that I'm someone that I like to perceive that everyone in life has an entrepreneur in them. Everyone is entrepreneurial in their own way. Even if you're a blogger, even if you're a poet, you're still entrepreneur in your own way, because entrepreneurship is about managing to find your craft that you know that you can be good at and grind out for 5 to 10 years time to live a lifestyle that not many people can have. What I mean not many people can have, many people would go for the safe option, which is a 9 to 5. But then a 9 to 5 isn't the only way that you can craft your legacy. A way to truly be remembered, a way to be truly, you can say, memorable on this planet is to be an entrepreneur. The reason why is because entrepreneurs are the people that drive the economy forward. They're the ones that create jobs. Even anyone watching this right now, you may be working a 9 to 5, but at the end of the day, your 9 to 5 was created by an entrepreneur. If it was not for an entrepreneur, you wouldn't be working. And any career, any industry in this world requires for you to have an entrepreneurial flair. So that's why I say that I want to be able to establish my own legacy, because I believe that when you're an entrepreneur, you craft out what it is to be you. And the way I see is that I see myself as fearless, and anyone watching this right now, they can consider themselves fearless too. But you've got to bear in mind that you've got to act upon what your gut instinct is telling you. Your gut instinct may be telling you to become an entrepreneur, but then maybe your fear may be saying, go get a 9 to 5 job. You got to go along with your gut instinct, because that's how you truly set yourself apart. That's how you truly make yourself rememberable. That's how you truly make yourself memorable, and that's what it really takes to, you could say, become someone unique in life.
No, like I hear that, but like obviously everyone goes through difficulties as well, and you know, for example, people may have sort of provisions which need to be made in their house or whatever.
Of course, yeah.
So they have to go and get a job. What do you recommend to these people who, you know, they got difficult situations and they're in debt and they want to be an entrepreneur?
Okay, it's true, because I understand everyone has their own, you could say, needs and obligations that they must meet on a monthly basis. However, if you're in a tight situation, my honest faith is to act by faith. When you act by faith, people admire that you act by faith to making your situation better even when you're in a bad situation. Because even with me right now, I know that at the moment I'm not making 10, 20 millions per year, but yeah, everything I do right now, from setting up my own marketing agency, getting it out there across the UK economy, and also setting myself apart, I will take that by a step of faith. And the way I see it is that everything I do, everything I do, and anyone that I do come in contact with regarding my business, I know how to impart that uniqueness about me and also encourage people. And the way I see it is, entrepreneurs shouldn't fear about the unknown. In fact, fear is what actually challenges you, to put you on the spot, to make you tougher, to make you stronger. And that's what people admire about that.
Now, obviously, like, I'm sorry to hear, like, yesterday, obviously, I heard the news that,
Yeah.
you know, your brother's passed away. And
Mhm.
yeah, I wanted to touch on that really, if you don't mind, of course. And obviously, like, how you were able to, you know, overcome that setback and that obvious blow, you know, and how you were able to say, you know what, no matter what, I'm still gonna go and create this content 45 as best as I can. What really pushed you for this?
Yes, that's also quite a good point because with me, not many people that may have suffered, you could say, the passing of a loved one would go and take a chance at becoming an entrepreneur. But I believe one of the main drivers, the main forces behind why I decided to do what I do is mainly because I wanted to fulfill my brother's legacy. And my brother, he was a jazz musician, so he was into playing saxophone, he was into things like, for example, like making music, being able to play at live gigs. And I admired how he managed to make a name for himself during his lifetime. But now I see it as I want to be able to make him proud, even though he's not around with me anymore. But I know that he still lives within my spirit. And if he still lives within my spirit, I know that I can overcome the world's expectations of me probably being an introvert or me being as far as it goes, that me being fearful of the unknown. But I take my brother's lifetime as an inspiration to now impart and inspire onto others. Because when you know how to take something as bereavement, but you know how to empower yourself stronger, that will inspire anyone. And that is what would allow people to see that there's really strong people out there, like me, for example, or there's really strong people out there that know how to turn a negative situation into something positive.
Alright, man. Well, guys, Peter Turay, founder of Content 45.